Son of Allah the Merciful, and prayer and salute to our Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Dear esteemed listeners, those who follow my videos about my beloved country Sudan, welcome to this new episode. I am happy because I have discovered that there are followers, there are people from different parts, different countries of the world. They are now paying attention on the situation inside Sudan, because all the free people all over the world are taking care of each other, and what is going on in my beloved country, it may happen in yours. Therefore, you have to take lesson from the mistakes I have made here so as not to be repeated on you. But at the same time, I'm very sad to say that our neighbors here in our beloved country, in our beloved continent, Africa, are still silent. Even the AU, African Union, is still silent. Africa consists of 51 African countries and Arabian countries. Most of them are not taking care or even paying attention on the Sudanese people, in spite of they know that, and I have told them that as a Sudanese citizens, that the citizens now in my country are suffering of the invasion which is going on from the mercenaries who came inside my country from Cameroon, Mauritania, Central Africa, and Chad and Libya. And also there is a band came from Russia, Wagner, so as to support them with their experience and weapons, and now are paying the price of their invasion and coming inside the country. And those mercenaries have come through the gate of the Janjaweed, and now the Janjaweed has gone out of the discipline, of the art discipline. They are named as mutineers. Now they are fighting the army, and the people now are dying in Khartoum. In Khartoum now, the people are fleeing the place, and they are going outside the town so as to have shelter in other places. So we ask the African Union, this is your role. Where are you, African Union? Where are you, African Union? Why you are silent? Why you don't blame the Janjaweed for the atrocities which is going on our beloved country? There is a looting, and there is stealing, and there is a killing, a raping in Sudan, and the people are dying. And every minute, every second, we pay a price. A soul may go out, a soul may die. So now we ask you, where are you? Why you are silent? So this is your role. You are established so as to take care of the African people, not the governments. The governments may go, other may come, according to the constitution of every country. But the people, the nation, are still going on. And you know that Africa, most of the African countries, most of the African people know that they are made of different tribes, different traditions and customs, different things. In my beloved country, we have different tribes, and their way of thinking is different. But they know that the Sudanese, most of them are very clever, and they know the rule very well. But others may not be very wise so as to take care of the unity of the country. So they go with the mutineers who are suffering from those who don't care or do not love their country, and they just look at themselves as a special tribe. They want to rule the country and guide it according to their impatience. We want our people here to know this. At the same time, we look at the African Union because we are a member of that regional organizations, and their role is to take care of us and to solve the problem. So I ask again and again, where are you, African Union? You are made so as to solve African problems, not to keep silence. You are not a political party. You are regional organization, and this is your role. History will never forgive you because you are silent. You have to be brave. You have to be very good leader and guide all the nation to the destination of making everything well and put everything in its right place. This is your role, to solve the problems, the people's problems, regardless of the governments. This is what must happen in most of the African countries. At the same time, we are also looking surprisingly at the Arabian University. They are more, uh, they are more of 20 Arabian countries in the world, and also they are silent. They do not say a word about the situation inside the country. They are still also looking at the situation as the country. And most of them, they know that the African countries and the Arabian countries suffer the same situations. They have also different tribes, but they must be united, and the unity must be very cohesion between them, and that will help them so as to empower their society and to be able to push out any movement of breaking the African society. We are trying to do our best. Now, yes, our army is going well. Our people are standing by the army, and we help them with our hands, and also we have taken weapons so as to defeat the invasions. We are doing our best. Now some areas of the capital are safe and secure, and some people have begun returning back to their homes, but the majority of the capital is still under the control of the Janjaweed. So we need the announce of the Janjaweed as a terrorism organization, terrorism band, terrorism people. This declaration should be made from the United Nations. This is their role. We are not asking for the seven chapter. No, we do not need it at all, because what is going on inside Sudan, it is internal issue. It is a mutiny from a brigade of the army, and we want to punish them so as to be example for the others who want to do as they did. We want the United Nations so as to announce that this group of soldiers are terrorism, so as to be punished, and they must respect the word law. When the people respect their organizations, means that they are civilized. Civilization is going to be very clear when the Secretary General of the United Nations declares that what is going on, it is internal, and also this band of the mercenaries are a terrorism group. This must be made. We want the United Nations so as to say this, not to keep silence, because this is your role. Because this is your role. Now our government is defending our country according to the section 51 of the United Nations law. We want them to understand this, and we want them also to help us through giving us aid, and also let the international organizations that will take care of development and giving medicines and food to the people who are suffering this bad situation inside the country. Yes, our country is not poor, but our situation is very bad, and the people are suffering much. And I hope that these words are going to be clear, so as to clear to the world that the people of Sudan now they are suffering, but at the same time they are looking forward for the free world to stand by them and to hear and to understand what's going on inside their country. It is internal matter, but we are very sorry to say that this internal matter is helped by external hands. They give them weapons, they give them information about the movement of the army so as to defeat the army for secret agenda they have. But that will not happen on our land, because the people are very clever and they know their role well, and they know how to defeat their country. I hope these words, simple words, sending from me as a Sudanese citizen to the world, especially the United Nations and the Arabian University and the AU, are very clear to clear the situation which is going on inside my country, and to believe that the people of Sudan, they know the role very well, and at the same time are looking at them as hopes that may be able to cure our wounds that we are feeling very bad of it. And I hope that till we hear these announcements from the international organizations, regional organizations, we are going to have the good weather that will help our neighbors to live safely, and also to have good relationship with the Sudanese people, because we know that before this war our country hosted most of the refugees who came from Ethiopia, Eritrea, Central Africa, and also those who came from South Sudan. We we hosted more than 3 million refugees in our country. At the same time, we do not ask word so as to help, but we, from our own food, we give them food, we give them land, we give them medicine, and also we build schools and hospitals for them so as to cure them till they solve their problem and they return back to their country without being forced. At the same time, now the situation have been changed. Now, as Sudanese, some of us are going outside looking for safe and shelter. And this is maybe very strange, very not expected from us to happen, but it has expected. We are going to change the situation to better when. We are going to do all our best so as to bring safe and security and tranquility to our people. And at the same time, we support our government so as to settle the situation and to finish the war peacefully in our country, and also to give them lessons, to give the enemies and the mercenaries and the supporters who support the enemy so as to defeat our country. The people will never be defeated by mercenaries. People will never be defeated by mercenaries, because the power is in their hands. They know when to say yes and they know when to say no. Until we meet again, I wish you a very good weather, and at the same time we are waiting for you to say your word.